Well, my old friend, we are finally back to Dark Souls. I am just a older man now at this point, and we're about to talk about Dark Souls and my opinions on it from playing this game since release back in 2011 on the PS3. I've been playing Dark Souls for so many years. Already moved from like 3-4 platforms: PS3, PS4, the PC version, the Switch version. I think it's an appropriate time to make this video and to give my personal thoughts about this game. To me, this is not a summary, this is not a retrospective, this is definitely not biased heavy, I guess you can say. I don't know. All I can say is that Dark Souls is a really wonderful, beautiful masterpiece with some imperfections in the mix, and it deserves for what it is today and what it has done into the genre of Souls-likes and what people kind of look for, the gold standard within the Dark Souls game. And now, with my background with this, I put at least a couple hundred, maybe 1,000 on the PS3 version. I played that shit through high school. I played it through college. It's just a game. It's timeless. It never gets old. Yeah, it may be looking ugly, but this game it's a part of me, of why I like hard games. It's part of me of why I like exploring, worlds, giving me options and to do different things. And we're just gonna take a little ride into it, and we're just gonna have a little chat about this. But this game, it's not the most feature set game of all the Souls games ever. It has a bit of jank. You know what I mean? It does a lot with so little sometimes, and then sometimes you wish you had the newer features of the newer games, and you're just like, man. But coming back to this every time, it feels right. It feels right. I honestly can't complain too hard about where this game has been. You know what I mean? For the fact that this Switch version right here I'm playing is basically the PS3 version, but it's cleaned up and it runs. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I really don't care which version it is. Like, even if you want to play like the PC version for the extra frames or because it looks pretty, then that's so be it. That's your choice. But to me, I think it does. Sometimes graphics don't matter. Sometimes it's about the substance in the game for you to just play it. You know what I mean? And some people are gonna have an opinionated thought about that. Like, oh, I want my game looking better than what games were before, because this game was originally in 30 frames, and currently, I think, if I'm correct, the Switch version is technically 30 frames, but it's a real stable 30 frames. And that just it is what it is. When it came down to, all the other Souls games, it's just like, they expanded the whole like series and all that. But this game is like, it's like the foundation. It's the embodiment of what we want in games. Exploring, building your character, RPGs and all that, storylines you have to actually look into. There's no guide for you. There's no arrow on top of the screen saying, hey, go this way, hey, talk to this person, hey, it's not. No, You keep up with it. You know, you forgot. Okay, well, it seems like you're gonna have to pick up where you left off from the last time you played, and that's just the way it is. And I'm not mad about it. I truly am really, really happy that I got to experience this many years ago and to play this now, you know what I mean? This game, you can have a real shitty day, right? Let's say you have a bad day at work, bad day at school, girlfriend broke up with you, boyfriend, you know. You just throw a little bit of Dark Souls in it, and you're just like, all right, we're already in shit anyways. Might as well just play a hard game, right? You know what I mean? Might as well just muffle your emotions just for a minute and kind of take it out on the game. Even though, like, you beat the game, even though you're going through some hard times, you know, even the meaning of Dark Souls and, like, the whole plot to the very first game is, like, still dark. Regardless what ending you pick. You know what I mean? It's still pretty messed up. It's a messed up world. Like ours, you know? Our world is kind of, like, not perfect either. So it's like, it's not trying to give you something that it's unbelievable, you know what I mean? You know, this world here where you're playing in, and if I'm correct, is Lothric for this game. It really kind of eases in. It works its way into you, and you're just playing, and you know you're going through the world, you're going through the levels, you're getting the upgrades, you're getting the materials, you're fighting new areas, you're dealing with bullshit, and I don't know, man. It's a game that just builds on you. I still got this guy to deal with, and wait, hold on. You know what? Let me rest because I already know I'm gonna die. But it's just a game that it really has set into me, you know. Personally, this world, I'm glad it's not perfect. I'm glad that this game is a little janky, you know what I mean? It has his little quirks. Because it's just Dark Souls. That's what it is. It's, you know, people could go back like, oh, I wish it was this, I wish it was that, and then people like, oh, I understand now. I understand Dark Souls. It's a game you have to play and experience it your own self. You know what I mean? You're not gonna. Oh, that's definitely some PS3 graphics right there. You're not gonna understand this game until you play it. It's like, for a recent example from more modern times. Come on, guy. The most recent example was Hades. I've seen many people play that game. Many people play it. And, I'm gonna die. Nope, no. We're alright, we're alright. And, oh, Jesus Christ. This dragon is not fun. I don't know why they put it here, but we're here, right? Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, but anyways, like, back to what I'm saying about Hades. Like, Hades is a roguelite. It's a game that's gonna beat your ass, and it doesn't hold your hand. You know, you kind of have to find the story, and that's what I like about it. You know what I mean? Sometimes the game doesn't need to hold your hand. You have to, like, just figure the game out. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sweet mother child. Oh my god. Just heal. Go down. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with a game being a little hard. You know what? I actually had some opinions about people complaining about Elden Ring, and it needs like a difficulty slider. Oh, you know, no. I think certain games, you just have to adapt and survive, and that's it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with a game being hard. You know, like, You know, if you ever go back to like OG, like Mario, like Super Mario Bros. 3, 2, they're kind of easy and then they're kind of bullshit too at the same time. Like, you know, the lost levels, bullshit, very bullshit for the time being. And it's like, you know, it sometimes it is what it is. You know, maybe they had limited tech, maybe just the levels weren't designed correctly. Like this game had jank on the PS3 version. Jesus Christ, come on, dude, come on, buddy. This guy's gonna be a dick. I already know it. Come on. You know, but anyways, like it's you know, the whole difficulty thing, you know, with Dark Souls, it really shows for what it is, like, you know, what it's trying to be. It's trying to be a really hard game. You know, it's a set in a world. There's RPG. You can build your character. You can make your character. You can do so many things with this. This is the only Soul series you're able to upgrade your armor. Seriously. You could literally... This is an optional dragon you could kill. For the love of God. Oh, okay, good God. Thank God. Fucking... Oh, shit. No, is he flying away? Now he is. Yeah, you fucking dick. Anyways. You know what I mean? You got the infamous, you know, Solitaire, you know what I mean? You got, like, your characters are very memorable from this game and bullshit.
About my poor fortune.
Yeah. Okay, buddy. Okay, all right. We don't need to hear this list, all right? This is not the time for that, all right? But anyways, like, there's a way to get around that. You saw how I did that, you know what I mean? Like, it took a lot of people to figure that out, but if you go, like, over here, you know, you get your little happy ass way over here. You go onto the bridge, get a bow, shoot the tail, get the strongest weapon for like a good while. You deal with these two bozos over here. And then you're what? There's an alternate way? But then you got bullshit in here. Fucking rats that really hit hard for poison. Like look, I'm like poise. I think oh my god, no. Okay, my poise probably shit because of this armor set, but 1 second. Let me get some poise and stuff. Please tell me. Yes, we do. All right. Like even for my, like, I have 21 poise, but my poison resist is pretty high, and you're still gonna get slapped around on the poison. You know, some of these rats. These are entry level rats. This is the same rat that was right there in the very beginning when you killed in that little tunnel you just saw me go through. There's another way to get into here. You know what I mean? You know, there's no fast walking up the ladder. But then boom, you're here. It's gonna be locked, but you're here. You know what I mean? You just lost your checkpoint because you couldn't get over the bridge. And once you kind of get over here, and you gotta like figure the way to kind of get that dragon and get over here, and then you just run over here and that's it. But you know, it gives you options. You know what I mean? You got other ways to deal with this. Let's say you didn't want to do all this. What's another way? Technically, you could do this all backwards. Technically. Hold on 1 second. There's like a whole backwards way to do this. Actually, you know what? Let me go to the bonfire and I could actually teleport somewhere. Jesus Christ. My old ass. Hurry up. Let's go. Alright, let me warp. Oh my god. Playing on the Switch is a trip, bro. Like, you gotta figure out your buttons. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Firelink. My goodness. Undead Parish. Where is that? Is that literally under the bridge? My god, I'm actually forgetting about this game. I swear, you should be glad that Dark Souls 2 actually put images for you to actually pay attention and know where you're going. And then 3 did the same. You know, Now this would have been. Oh, okay, we're here. Here, bozo, we're here. Yeah, you coulda came here, and then because there's like a secret pathway through the dark route, master key. Oh, we might as well just fucking do the walk. We might as well do the walk. We're already showing it. Fucking my bozo ass over here. It's a good thing I already killed this guy. But the whole point of me saying this is basically there's a bunch of different ways. Sometimes it's the hardest way. Sometimes you find the most strongest weapon in the fucking game. You know, like this level is like mid-game, early game. No, not really early game, but you could kind of get here within less than an hour. And another thing too, like a thing that people have to do, you have to look up builds and videos about how to get strong within an hour to kind of play this game. It's very obscure. It's a whole different world. Dark Souls 2 kind of mainstreams it a bit, like the teleporting, the leveling. You know, they did some funky stuff in that game, and my God, it's not a bad game, but bad design. There's some bad design choices in that game, what makes it people shit on it so much. And it is what it is, you know. It has its history, but yeah, you know, I mean, this right here, secret bonfire. You just roll onto the wall or hit the wall, and people even leave messages for you. You know, even on the Switch, on the freaking Switch, this is already what? How many years old already? 18? No, wait, was this for 2018? So what? 7 years old already at this point? People still play this thing. You know, you still find people going into this world, and that's another cool thing about this game. You know, people still play and do multiplayer from even the PS3. Probably not as much, but there's people playing it online, PC. The personal reason why I like the console is because there's no cheat engine. You can't cheat. You can't cheat this damn thing unless like you had like some crazy save. Unless you grinded the game and you have a crazy save that you maxed out on your character. I need this fucking sword too while we're at it, you know. We might as well just grind for a little bit. Fucking bitches. I remember I was grinding here, and I swear to God, these guys were slapping me around, grabbing me. It was annoying. Like, it's very trivial. Like, once you get this strong, you're just like, oh, okay. Let me slap this guy. Let me slap this guy. You know, this guy owed me $20. You know what I mean? Boom, bada bing. Like, you know, you're overpowered. You're strong, you know. You got big sword, you smash. That's it. You're good. You know what I mean? I even like, even with this particular set. Wait, hold on. With this particular, I got this from that one boss from the catacombs, but I use this one because it's pretty viable. Like the chain armor, you literally get the chain armor from like the beginning of the game. Like you could start as depraved, if I'm correct, or a wrench. No, I think that's Elden Ring. But you could literally have nothing, just the club, the shield, and call it a day. You're literally level 1, rank 10, all that bullshit, and you can get this armor pretty easy. You could, if you scale up your freaking character, and we're going up to like endurance 34. Yeah, you're gonna have a better roll. Look at my equipment load. Look at my ring I have, and the other ring that you have to get. And you either partake in the quest or don't partake in the quest. This is the cool thing about this game. Like, you start finding shit and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Yo, I didn't know that. And, you know, you're like, whoa, wait a... You know, you just get stronger by yourself. You know what I mean? Like, that's the stuff that about this game is so magical, so... Like, shit, man. It's nice. This is like the infamous forest. People usually grind here because it's very efficient to grind here to get the souls, to get your levels up. Now, obviously, there's gonna be a point in time where for your very first run, there's gonna be like a limit. Where's this guy? Come on, bozo, let's go. Bro, we're doing a video. We need to hurry it up, buddy. Okay? Come on, don't be shy. You're gonna get slapped. There we go. That's it, honey. You took it like a champ. All right, let's go. But you know what I mean, like, you know, you find these places by yourself. Like, you buy the key, you open the door, you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, holy shit, these guys are overpowered. Like, damn. Or like, you go through other areas of the game, and I'm gonna show you in a minute. I'm just killing these guys just for no reason. There you go. 1 second. We're gonna go to that little our little secret area that you could basically, there's like 2 different ways into Darkroot Basin. It's a fucking, it's just magical. You find this stuff by yourself. If you never played this game, I honestly, it doesn't matter which one you play. You could play this game version, you could play the PS3 version. I don't give a damn. Along it's a version that's it's playing, that you're able to play it. Xbox, whatever. You know what I mean? If I'm correct, I think the 360 got this game. Did it? I don't know. I'm gonna have to put it on the screen for you, but yeah, that's one version I probably never played. But I was mainly on PlayStation, PC, and I got the Switch version for a physical. But yeah, you know what I mean. Look at this shit. You just look from a distance. You're like, well, what the hell's down there? What's over there? And then it's like you know, if I'm correct, I think Skyrim came around this time. And then, like, I think there's like a presentation where Todd Howard's like, yo, if you see a mountain, you can go there. And you know what? This game, I think, released around at the same time. And basically, you're able to do that. Now, it's not like an open world RPG like that, more say. You know, this game, you know, it has its limitations, you know, the way they designed it. Save zone. Nice. Actually, you know what? Bozo, I gotta go down. Yeah. So that tower right there is literally from like the beginning of the beginning of the game. If you have like a certain key, you can get your ass in there. And please don't tell me in the comments, oh man, spoilers. Like, bro, this game has been out for a minute. It's 2025, gonna be 26 soon. It's been out for a bit. Look at that. Look at those polygons. Look at those mountains. They're little square, right? They're little funny looking shit. You know, regardless, like even if like on PC, this game is a bit old. You can even tell, like, it's dated age. Do I have any humanities? Let me see here. I got one. I was gonna kindle the fire, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Shoot, I remember even making my own mod on PC. Now, obviously, that it was kind of janky, you know what I mean? I had some concepts. But it was pretty cool. You got me into modding, you know? I love this game so much. I actually went to mod my own little version of the game, and all I did really is, like, mainly change, like, the you know how, like, the aspects of the weapons, you know, you got, like, these certain weapons here. Let's see here. You'll get like a lightning weapon or a fire damage weapon. Let me see. God damn it. Hold on. So many weapons. Jesus Christ. The menu in this game was very delightful. There we go. Cold, divine, all this BS. Like, I gave it a little flair. I felt like they should have had a little like animation. Because, like, okay, why are you going to give this but no animation to it? You know, maybe they weren't thinking about that. And Jesus Christ. And this is another reason why I kind of don't like this armor, but I do. You mother of God. Hold on. You are not going to be a death. And bye, buddy. Bye, buddy. Oh, my God. So many years later, still I got that trick in the book. Boy, get your ass out of here. That's funny as hell. Alright, come on. Let's get this one. Come on, buddy. Ooh, we're over here? Alright, I'm alright with that. No! Shit. Bro. I need you to get your little ass over here, okay? Get up. Come on. Come on, bozo. But yeah, I don't know what was I thinking. I don't know what was I thinking. Just heal me, heal me. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Okay. Alright, chill, chill, chill. Even this lock-on's kind of janky too. Even, you know what's funny? The lock-on in this game, it never changed. It never changed. Even Elden Ring, it's kind of janky. And are we done? Bye. I already got the item over there, but you know, I just wanted to find a couple drakes. But like, beginning of the game, you can get here within the hour. Within a damn hour, you can get here. And remember, and the thing is, the cool thing is, you're gonna be dying so much in this game. You don't have to do anything. You literally could just run around butt naked, and you know, no armor. Basically, that's what I'm saying. And you know, and just pick up stuff. It allows you to pick up stuff. You know what I mean? You're able to do that. You just go in. Now, there is some RPGs that just don't allow it. Like, sometimes they put, like, some crazy bosses. Or maybe you got to do a certain quest. Here, the bets are all off. You do your own thing. You figure out the adventure. And, you know, that's the thing about this game that kind of really sets in. You know what I mean? It's dark. It's drab. It doesn't really have music going on. You know what I mean? Some people could have their own music. Some people like the ambience. You know, some people like that wind in this whole little cavern area. Or if I'm correct, I forget what this is called in real life. God damn, man, my brain just had a fart. Anyways, yeah, but you could come over here. New Londo, if I'm correct. Yeah, New Londo ruins. This area I have yet to even like explore yet, or do like open the gate yet or anything. But you know, there's just so much to do in this game, so much to look around, so much to figure out the upgrades. Now you have literally 2 goals, and you have to figure that out by yourself. No guide, you know, in the game. You know, there's no notepad. There's no like little quest log and all that. Oh, this bozo. Oh, now you're ready, buddy. You were never strong, buddy. Hold on, let me get his ass. Let me get his ass. You bitch ass. You bitch. It's done. And if you don't know what that is, that's the guy from the beginning of the game. He goes hollow because he was been sitting there. In my interpretation, basically he's been sitting there for a long time. You come out of the freaking blue and you ring both of the bells and you're like, what the fuck? And then he goes hollow. Like he like, you know, look at that. People still playing. Look at that shit. Ghost. People are just still figuring out this game. But yeah, you know, there's just so many things you gotta learn in this world. And oh, another thing, another OP thing that people don't know about. Within the first hour, you can literally put magic over here. Get your little ass, or upgrade your weapons too. Upgrade your weapons. You don't have to go to the blacksmith. You could go here.
Hello. What weapons have you? Come back soon.
It's right here.
Smith, don't let...
Homie, I need you to talk to me, buddy. Alright, here we go. Here we go. You literally can upgrade literally in the beginning of the game. Repair your weapon beginning of the game. Purchase sorceries in the beginning of the game.
Come back soon.
Like I don't know what to tell you. You literally, options are here on the table, and options was the game the whole time. That you literally figured it out. Such a great game. To me, it really set my mind on a lot of like good gameplay designs that I liked. What I expect from other games. And it doesn't have to be everything I expect. But some kind of good design from this damn game itself. It doesn't have to be the prettiest game. That's why I'm really happy about a lot of indie developers right now making all these cool games. You know what I mean? There's so many indie games right now. It's crazy. AAA used to be the thing. No, it's not the thing anymore. You know what I mean? You know, you got these companies are spending 6, 7, 8 years. And for what? For what? They really don't accomplish much. They don't bring new stuff to the table. Besides, you know, a few games here and there. And it's truly a testament of its time, you know, a testament to what it is, the testament to what Elden Ring got. What Elden Ring got mainstream. What Elden Ring, oh, everyone talks about that game. Oh, it's my first time in a Souls game, and you just see it all over YouTube. You see it on the TikToks. You see it everywhere. When I played this game, it was a niche of a niche. It was fucking nothing. And I caught myself hating on the new players when it came to Souls likes, and I was like, you know what? That's not the way to be. And I think we shouldn't do that. I think let them in. Open the door for them. I wouldn't put out my fucking mattress out and be like, yo, I got a bed for you. No. Just let the door open. Let them enjoy the world. Let them figure it out. Let them die. Let them have their moments of, oh my god, this is the strongest ring. Oh my god, I didn't even know what this was here. Oh my god, I didn't know this shortcut. Because you know what? I had the same thoughts and feelings back when I played this game back in 2011. And this is like my junior year. Shit, man. It was crazy. So this game means a lot. It does a lot. It really stuck with me in the hard times of my life. It has stuck with me in the good times, in many good times. You know what I mean? You try to do some challenge runs and you just go about and you go do it and you just have yourself a good time. There's some good quests you can figure out. It's some freaky quest. There's some weird lore about this game. It's like, damn, this is so dark. It's so messed up. It's so tainted. Tainted, that's the word. And thinking about this, you know, I'm really happy that I got to partake into this game. I'm really happy that I got to go ahead and enjoy the world, what it is for Dark Souls and all that. The upgrade system, the leveling, all just in the beginning. I think, personally, the warping should have been at the beginning of the game. That was my main gripe from the whole game series. From the first game. My big complaint, the warp should have been there in the beginning. Which they changed Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, which I'm happy for. But, again, to retort my own opinion about that, there's something magical about that when you get the Lord Vessel. When you get that damn fucking thing, you're like, what the fuck is this? What is this? And then you go sit on the bonfire and you're like, yo, I could go here, here. Come on, man. Come on. There's some bit of excitement to finding things and exploring the world and just getting lost into it. That's what people like those open world games or like survival games or something like that. You just don't know. You don't know what's under in this chest. You don't know what's in the tree. You don't know in the door next to you, behind you, who you're talking to in the next town, who's gonna betray you. What is there an ambush? You just don't. It's the knowing of unknown stuff that I think that's the magical part about this. Besides, let's talk about the weapons. You got a great selection of weapons in this game. You know what I mean? Like, My goodness. You have sword swords. You have great swords. You have... My goodness. You have curved swords. You know what I mean? You got these larger curved swords. You know, you got a... Basically, not the Uchiha katana, but basically like a katana, basically, like, you know, a samurai sword. You got like little swords that they're basically for sword fighting. You know what I mean? You know, you poke at people, and these weapons get pretty strong too. They actually have their own little certain meta to them. You know, you got the axes, you got the chop, you got the bigger weapons, the stronger weapons. When you pick up the Black Knight Great Axe, you're like, what the hell is this? 229 damage? Excuse me? Or 380? And then you start looking into like the whole details of the damn thing, and you see like, oh, okay, the requirement's 50 strength, 8 dexterity, 36 strength, 18 dexterity. The Black Knight one is pretty strong, I'm not gonna lie, but still, you know what I mean? Then you start learning about the you know, the scaling to the game, and you know, like the little effects, the poison, the bleeding, dark, light, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? You know, it's just, it's a whole lot. You know, I could go on for hours talking about how, like, you know, this game, you know, it's beautiful in its own ugly way. And regardless how many years, it could be 20 years from now, it could be 2031, and people are gonna probably still come back to this game and be like, man. And then you got this bozo over here. He's one of your quests. He's one of the main quests, basically. When you figure him out and he comes out of the blue, and then you got another one you find out later, and then you make your decision. You know what I mean? This game, it's hard, hits home, it hits all the right spots, it ticks all the boxes, and then some. It's just something about this game that makes you really appreciate the design that everything they went through in this game. This wasn't a big game. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know Demon Souls, they popped off, it did good, it did really good, but they didn't expect the legacy. They didn't expect the notoriety from this game. It just happened. And it just makes sense. This little ugly little game from back then, 2011. And fucking poppin'. Damn Switch version, man. Switch version. Oh, hello? Jesus Christ. But like, you know what I mean, FromSoft, Miyazaki, you know, the guy who made the Dark Souls and all that, you know, that team, they didn't expect this to come out this crazy, this good. They didn't know they had the lightning in the bottle. It just happened. And you know, gatekeeping, I saw that a little bit, you know, Elden Ring, I felt that a little bit, but it's like, you know, at the end of the day, I truly am happy that everybody just enjoying it and for what it is, and just seeing the vision of what FromSoft was trying to do back then to now. Now they're getting to like the PvP, PvE, that is roguelites and all that, and more multiplayer games, which is pretty cool. God damn it! I really suck at this jump. Jesus Christ, help me! Oh my God, help me! You know what I mean? This game, you can take your frustration out of the world. Maybe you can lose some steam, or I don't know. Or maybe you just want to get stronger and just grind a little bit, get some souls. You know what I mean? Get like a little. You know, I remember one time. Let me tell you a story. I got 1,000,000 souls. I was in the forest. I was fighting those guys repeatedly. I stood up like, I think 6-8 hours for that day just doing it. I had the ring to boost up your souls. I didn't have the headpiece. I think it's the Mimic. If I think it's in this game. I don't know. I don't remember much. Because this game, you know, you play so many games, sometimes you kind of forget. So it is what it is. Fuck it, we're just gonna roll. Oh my fuck! It was that easy? You fucking idiot! I'm a bozo over here. I'm a goddamn bozo. Goddamn. All right. Anyways. Yeah, I was in the forest grinding. I did that for hours. I made a Facebook post about that shit. I probably can still look it up. And I had the Chaos Blade. You know, if you don't know what that is, you're just gonna have to figure that out. Chaos Blade. You know, your max damage. You have 10 humanities, and you're like, man, you're on top of the world. And then you go ahead and beat the boss. Even this was a secret like you don't even know about. This is a whole optional area that you don't even know about. That technically you do know about because you just came from there. It's the magical thing about sometimes games don't need a little guide. Sometimes games don't need to hold your hand like, yo, come here, Timmy. Come here, come here, little guy. Jane Doe and so and Jesus Christ. I'm not trying to get hit with that. I think I already killed this boss. Did I? I did. Thank God. Thank God, man. I was not ready for a fight right now. Oh, these fucking guys. What do you want? What do you want? Come on. Get out of here. Anyways. Like, this whole area was, like, all optional. You didn't know about this until you got here by accident. And then you gotta just try to leave. And then if you die, well, then sorry, buddy. It's, that's how they say, skill issue, you know what I mean? Get good. And the thing is, though, too, behind that, it is kind of true. Like, sometimes you gotta get good and play the game and figure out the mechanics and figure out the levels. And yeah, this game could be janky. Yeah, and you could have so many complaints about this game. But in reality, though, like, there is some skill that you gotta have in this game too. Shoot, even like in the more easier games like Mario and all that, like, there's speedrunners out there beating Mario within like 30 minutes. You know what I mean? 30 minutes of what, like Super Mario 64 and so on. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of skill. There's a little bit of like know-how on that. But I don't know, man. I could go all day about this, and for anybody that plays, ladies, men, children, it's crazy. There's no cuss word in this game. It's a dark world. There's killing. You got swords. You got bolts and arrows and all that kind of stuff. I have yet to see a cuss word in this game. But it's immature because it's a very mysterious, mature game. You're killing things. You're killing demons. You're out and about. Doing stuff. Yeah. I mean, that's just like my little thought on that. But I don't know. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. But just go play the game or don't play the game. But this is my opinions, my thoughts, my little rants here and there. The platforming, I'm not gonna lie. Let's just be honest. FromSoft never figured it out. Maybe a little bit in Elden Ring, maybe. But not perfectly. I will really just be honest with that. Not perfectly. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Me ranting, talking, just rambling over here about this. I see so many videos about Dark Souls, about different perspectives, about summaries and retrospectives and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let me throw my little hat in the whole thing. And because I'm a veteran, I have been playing this shit for so long. You know what I mean? I've been playing this for so long. I even made a video about this. I even described about like the graphics in this game. How in the Switch version, this is PS3 graphics, but there's no jink. Blighttown, there's no lag. You're literally fine. This is 30 frames. It runs. It's perfectly fine. You know what I mean? Oh, why are you gonna play on the Switch? You know, hey, there's people playing it on the Switch right now, and they don't give a fuck. They don't give a damn what you think. They're just playing the game because it's Dark Souls. End of the day, it's just a game. It plays online. It's Dark Souls. It's a good time. And in this YouTube space that we cultivated over time, you know, all the videos, the summaries. I feel like I'm gonna be doing these kind of videos. I'm gonna be doing my perspective on it for the game itself, the good, the bad, the ugly. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna be doing a script or nothing. I'm not gonna be sitting here doing some fancy editing. You either you watch or you don't watch. You know what I mean? There's people that want to game the system and all that kind of stuff. But you know, is it really like authentic? Is it really about the game? Yeah, if there are some real passionate videos out there that really show love to Dark Souls, and I get it. Those videos, you see it. You'll see it in the video. You'll feel it. But for me, I don't know. I'm still figuring that out. Maybe if I'm that passionate, maybe I'll go do a crazy video and edit it and all that kind of stuff. Or not. Maybe I'll have a rant video and be like, yo, this is some dog crap. You know what I mean? But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But that's a little insight, I guess, for the channel. But for the most part, the video is pretty much over. If you like the video, like the video. All right. If you didn't like the video, did you disagree with me? Hey, hit the dislike button. You don't maybe throw some comments down and say why you dislike this video. You know what I mean? And then subscribe. I have good content. I've been making a lot of content in YouTube already. 6 months. It is right now where I'm recording is December the 28th. And it's been a crazy year of games. Crazy game awards show. It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. And it's getting better. You know, for people that are, you know, just joining the gaming, getting to gaming, you know, the Switch, Xbox, PS4. There's a lot of games out there to play. There's so many games. It's crazy. The world can end tomorrow, and we'll have plenty of games to make it. But anyways, I'm already rambling at this point. Until next time, peace. Oh, you're still here? Well, boo shakalaka.